record Team That's Alright podcast. And here's my
Below SE.
Here's my BLOSC and what have B. Which club is about?
FC Barcelona.
I'm just fan. It's never different. It's can't be London right now.
Yeah.
It's can't be London.
Yeah.
Someone is bleeding.
At least that's not only Champions League.
Champions of Europe, they will never see that.
You'll never see that.
Well, so for the World Cup, I think that we've seen several squad. As I can't hear say name, I don't get you.
Actually, it's not like she's injured.
Okay.
So his club complained that he has an injury. When he went to the Brazilian national team, the doctors checked him out and they confirmed the injury. I think it was a calf injury, but they said it's something that they'll be able to treat and he'll be able to play. He might not play the first 2 games of the group stages, but if the Brazilian team progresses, he has the chances of playing.
So why is somebody so good? Fast. Hi, right.
La Furia Roja, La Selección de Espanola. I'm supporting Spain.
You don't know them, but they see. So what do you think of Spain?
I think they have a good squad going forward. The only problem I have with them is their defensive line. But I think
What's the issue with our defensive line?
the likes of Kubasi,
What's the likes of Kubasi? Would you tell me that Kubasi would wait? No. As a Chelsea fan, would you tell me that?
It's better than my defenders.
Thank you.
Anything I make.
No, because you just have to respect the fact that see one thing I want people to always know about football is the fact that you respect Lamine Yamal for what he does in the final third. You have to respect Kubasi. No, Kubasi is a generational talent. He's just like, it's because he plays for FC Barcelona. He's a very, very good defender. After what he did, okay, Sergio Ramos, one of the greatest defenders. How many red cards does he have?
You never collect red card on big games, on big level. You never get big stage.
So the El Clasicos, he collected red cards were what?
Are they going to collect? Okay, now
Some El Clasicos were title deciders. So no, it doesn't matter, but they were title deciders. Were they title deciders or not?
I'm not sure.
They were, but he still got it. And it deprived his team of winning. But Kubasi is how old? Kubasi is just 18. A young defender growing up.
This is the ones we are talking about. He carried this year and this and him at the 2014 Champions League.
Yes.
He stood up. No, that if not because of that one, they won't continue to go and win for the 4 man.
But Ramos has been decent from strong age to
I never said he wasn't decent. Kubasi is also a decent defender. So one red card can't define his career. Yes, a red card can't define Kubasi's career.
I go and say Kubasi national talent. So Ramos was like one legendary talent. Yes, now generational legendary talent.
But tell me how your generational legendary talent.
I was just talking about Sergio.
Yes.
Okay. No, I would have, because I've been supporting it. No, I'm not comparing Kubasi with Sergio Ramos. I'm just telling you that you should cut him the slack. A red card wouldn't define his career. Lionel Messi received a red card in his first international game for Argentina, but that does still not define his greatness.
Yes, but you will find history. But you see this,
I'm not going to find rubbish. I'm just telling you the truth.
But why you always blame me Araujo for his red card?
See, I'm not that type of Barca fan who blames Araujo for his red card. I'm a very Araujo is one of my best defenders in FC Barcelona, and I will just tell you that he still doesn't understand the way Hansi Flick wants him to play. That's why most people. But if you want to play, Araujo is a very good centre back.
I've said this already, is that he just cannot, like, I would like to see, like,
isn't that type of centre back who you want to start? Yeah, it's because of the high line. That's the expose. But now, throughout before the end of last season, he actually understood it a bit, and he was playing. There were certain games that he played. Yeah. So he's a player. He would certainly learn certain things about the game.
Not going to work.
Like with Kubasi. Comparison. What do you feel?
Comparison, Dean Huijsen is a very, very good player. I have watched him right from his days at Bournemouth, even though he's with my internal rivals, a team I will never support. But I would rather support them than support Chelsea, actually. So, so Dean Huijsen is a very good defender. But during the season, I watched some games and he had some issues. He knows how to progress the ball, but there were some indecisions that were making him to lose the ball, and those decisions were costing Real Madrid
Even while defending,
because he exposed Madrid's defense with his progressions. Most of his progressions. There was one game I watched. I think what team did they play? The team, I think, was it Getafe? The game Getafe won them, or it was one game that they played. They were at home. They were at Santiago Bernabeu. He played 5 passes consecutively, and none of those passes could get to his man. All those balls were outside, and I was like, this is not Dean Huijsen. Is it the pressure of Real Madrid, or what is happening to him, or was it due to the injury that he had and he came back and he lost his confidence? He was decent at the beginning and he was playing so well, but when he started having those injuries, I think those things crippled his confidence, and that was what made him lose so much composure that way.
He can't be playing for Madrid. You think he has to play for Bournemouth?
yes.
If we ask for more from you, you get what I'm saying? So the pressure can actually mount on the player, and the first second season you might be playing up, not getting your this thing together. And Rudiger was playing well for Chelsea until he moved to Madrid. Then the pressure was mounting until he gets inside like this.
That's the perks of being a big club. Barca, Madrid, the pressure is much. I can't say the same for one other beach club. Sorry, I will always answer you because I will ban you. Yeah, I hate Chelsea, so I will ban Chelsea. Just accept it.
I don't know. I think
So how do you feel? La Fuente not calling Dean Huijsen.
Now, I always say it. I was speaking to a Madrid fan the moment the call up came up, and he was like, "Why would Gavi be called up and Dean Huijsen was not called up?" I was like, it's up to the coach's discretion. The coach knows what he wants, and the coach has seen what he wants. So I wouldn't challenge. If it was up to me, Aymeric Laporte will not go. I'll pick Dean Huijsen, and Dean Huijsen will go. Aymeric Laporte has also been inconsistent. He's not even playing in Saudi. He's Bilbao. He's at Bilbao. He has been playing at Bilbao, but his season has been plagued with injuries. He hasn't. I don't think Aymeric Laporte has played 25 consistent games. His season, but the reason De La Fuente picked him was because he's a trusted part of De La Fuente system. Now, most of the players De La Fuente picked were players that he used and he trusts them. He's able to know, he knows what they are able to do. So that's why I said it's the coach's discretion. So I'm not against any of the players he picked, but I just wish he could have picked Dean Huijsen so I could have the World Cup experience.
Tell me your 5 teams, like your first 5 teams in the World Cup.
My top 5 teams in the World Cup: number 1 Spain, number 2 France, number 3 Argentina, number 4 Portugal, number 5 England.
France,
Number 2 Argentina, number 3 Spain, number 4
What's calling Germany?
yeah, sorry. Number 4 Germany.
Germany in 2026.
Number 5
No.
Germany in 2026.
So why you're not?
1 year so it's like playing. They don't need a big name for the perform.
I'm not talking about the big name. Did you watch their games consistently after the Euros?
Yes, the last competition game they played was Euros, and they did well until they
No, Nations League was there also.
I'm gonna try to.
It's me alone.
Okay, you don't regard the Nations League.
But my point is, when they played Euros, if not because of the penalty, what's the name of this? Yes, Anthony Taylor. Okay, yeah, it was obvious that was the penalty on Cucurella, but not good for them. So,
Do you know the rule about penalties in the box? It's when your hand is like 5, like is it 5 meters? I think 5 meters. 5 meters and 5 feet, which one is wider? 5 meter. When your hand is 5 meter away from your body, it's a penalty. But that wasn't 5 meter away from his body. So it was like the way the progression of the ball and the way the ball hits his hand. For instance, I was supporting Spain, so I was kind of biased. But looking at it, you could actually say it was a penalty, but that was still up to the discretion of the referee. The referee had the final say on the pitch. So Anthony Taylor decided that.
Yeah, you're right about the rules and all of this. But my point is, the last time Champions League, any like major competition, they keep it. Once you get to the third quarter final, they actually did.
I think the later they didn't do it was
Presidency. Yeah,
It was Hansi Flick that led them to that World Cup. You know, it happens with national team. Even Spain. Even Spain. No, okay. Spain after the 2010 World Cup that they won, 2014 World Cup, we went out at the group stage. So it happened. I think it was only France that evaded that course that people always say that when you win a World Cup, you go out at the group stage. France won 2018, 2022, they still go to the final.
This 2026 they see the final.
Okay, Argentina will also be in the final. Let's have a repeat of 2022 World Cup final.
so nobody's coming back to Cristiano. You get us about that.
Sorry, you have to rephrase it. Okay, yeah.
He's not the greatest in Portugal. It's Figo.
No.
I'm not.
I think Eusebio is actually more than all of them. Eusebio.
It's one. Eusebio is two.
Okay, Ronaldo is one. Eusebio is.
It sounds like boss Eusebio is a legend normal. Like Maradona is what?
Maradona is number 2.
Messi is what? First.
No. Me, I'm saying. I will put Quaresma before Ronaldo.
No. That's you being biased. But actually, talking about the Portugal squad and you mentioning Ronaldo, I just feel like Portugal has one of the best squads going to the World Cup. But I don't think the squad on paper will translate to how they play well on the pitch. And now that depends on their attackers. They have very good midfielders. They have good midfielders. Boys are play very well.
World best. Bruno Fernandes.
They have boys that play well, but we are expecting to see the results in the final third. And that their group, I feel like if they are able to beat Uzbekistan, they are able to beat Dr. Congo, the people that will give them tough time will be Colombia. And I feel like Colombia will actually top that group. And if Colombia top that group, Portugal comes out second. Portugal will be facing Spain. Should Spain top their own league?
That's bad for Portugal. But Colombia.
Colombia.
I know they are supposed to be fight though, but
Yeah.
Have you watched? Wait, this thing is okay. You see Portugal reaching, but how many of you actually watch Copa America, like South American football very well? Those guys have quality.
Yes. They are football.
I'm actually tipping Colombia to win their group stage.
Yes, Barcelona was very good.
But I'm actually tipping Colombia to win that group stage.
On fire.
Yes.
They still have James Rodriguez. They have Pacho.
Yeah. No, Patrick is in
Ecuador, sorry.
Even if they like me, the only person that I will talk to they like me, they get Messi. They like me, they get anybody amount of Messi. So it's not like that.
It's last year I didn't see Portugal getting to round up.
No, I'm actually tipping them to the quarterfinal.
And I see like the least I'm seeing them is round up. You see maybe progress quarterfinal. I'm saying you can meet Morocco and Congo. I don't care. I don't care.
Your hate watch is ever through.
I don't care.
Imagine. So what do you guys have to say about the England local squad? McCain, Obama, his boy.
I don't have any issue not taking Obama because that shit this is very honest. And but you taking my pick is what I will not complete. To be very honest. This guy had 3 goals and assists in all league.
Yes, but what?
And Saka the Sabo was even injured.
Yes.
You are playing most of the game 6-6. Because Palmer was injured too. He came from injury, scored 10 goals and assists.
You say forward.
Bowen had 20 goals and assists.
See.
He didn't take Bowen. He didn't take Bowen.
No, Bowen is terrible.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And it's bad.
Bad though, Bowen.
Actually, I was
was out to say that it's because they won the They have the winning mentality. That's why Man U is going to walk up.
Now, I want you to understand that there are two countries that I feel like they have the most obstinate coaches you can ever meet. Obstinate team managers, the Netherlands and Germany. They produce stubborn managers, very stubborn managers. Now,
And the truth that teacher is a very attention coach. He like attention too much. He want everything to be like one A. The coach might think, and I understand to very yeah, I understand teacher very well.
you see, the issue with that England squad is the fact that one of my favorite players in Manchester United, a player that people talked down on, and he redeemed himself. And the Manchester United cannot do without having him that defense, Harry Maguire. Why won't you take Harry Maguire? See, there is no excuse that Tuchel wants to give. There's no excuse that Tuchel wants to give that will be tenable to the fact that he didn't take Harry Maguire to that World Cup. It's wrong. Maguire ought to be in that squad. What did John Stone do to warrant being in that squad?
John Stones.
What did John Stone? How many games did John Stone play for Manchester City this season? Why is Harry Maguire?